I got a 20 in my pocket, burn a hole in my jeans, headed down to the bar to blow off steam. Got a silver bullet coming my way, all the bartenders know me by my name. Cause I'm a one-night dog beer drinking machine, left hand cigarette, right hand Jim Beam. I'm country as hell, all my jeans got the skull ring. I'm a stuck, sniffing, bagel spitting, 59, 50 fitting, 4x4 down in the Holland chillin'. Yeah, I'm a damn beer drinking machine. Only been here for an hour and I'm 5 drinks down. Got a drunken reputation in this one-horse town. I ain't worried about tomorrow, living it up tonight, in this hole in the wall under the neon light. Cause I'm a one-night dark beer drinking machine, left hand cigarette, right hand Jim Beam. I'm country as hell, all my jeans got the skull ring. I'm a stuck, sniffing, bagel spitting, 59, 50 fitting, 4x4 down in the Holland chillin'. Yeah, I'm a damn beer drinking machine. Hey, check this shit out. Say what you want, don't mean shit to me. You drink like this if you work like me. I'm a one-night dog beer drinking machine, left hand cigarette, right hand Jim Beam. I'm country as hell, all my jeans got the skull ring. I'm a stuck, sniffing, bagel spitting, 59, 50 fitting, 4x4 down in the Holland chillin'. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm a fucking beer drinking machine.
Hell yeah. I need that for my theme song, y'all. God damn. That don't get your motor running. I don't know what will. Anyway, welcome to Glick's House of Music, everybody. Hopefully you're having a good Tuesday night. Sorry, I forget what night we're on sometimes. If you're not already, go ahead and check out the rest of the network. We are literally everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. Shows are live Monday through Sunday on YouTube. You can watch us live, get in the chatter's box, shoot the shit with us. And you can listen anytime, any place, wherever you listen to podcasts at, all at the Nonsensical Network, or you can simply go to bio.link/Nonsensical Network. All them links are going to be there for you. I don't know what's going on behind me. Crazy kids, you can see them. But all of our links are there, including links to our merch. Yes, we got merch, and as we were talking last night, it's getting cold out. That means it's hoodie season. I think we're gonna put together a little promo code: buy one, get one at a discounted rate. Because, gentlemen, you know your significant others are gonna steal your hoodie. So, all that's up there at bio.link/Nonsensical Network. Anyways, we're here for a reason. We got guests in the building. It's Glick's House of Music, and that's the only way we know how to do it. Says he's not built for radio, and we're gonna find out why tonight. The one and only Adam James hanging out with us.
What's up?
What's going on with you, brother?
Hey, I'm good, man. I'm hanging in there.
Long day at work. We were hanging out backstage a little bit, chit-chatting.
Yeah, love that. Love that, dude.
I know. Real quick, right off the bat, are you a Nashville native or are you a transplant now?
I'm a transplant. Was born and raised out in Memphis. I moved to Nashville in November of 2021.
All right, you've been out there for a little bit.
Yeah, about 3 years now. Coming up 3 years, actually, now I think about it.
Nice. Yeah, you weren't too far down the road in Memphis.
No, that's not bad.
Not too bad of a journey. I've had people that have been like born and raised in Wisconsin and moved down to Nashville. Yeah. Like, golly, you want to talk about a culture change? Because I'm from the Midwest myself.
Sure,
I live here in Ohio. So,
yeah.
that's a culture.
Ohioans. Is that how you say it? Ohioans?
however you want to say it. I don't. I tell everybody I'm from Ohio. I'm from Ohio, and they're like, "Where the hell's that?"
Yeah, I got a lot of friends.
Yeah. Yeah, we're a little backwoods in country up here, so we
y'all got it all, man. Okay,
hey,
y'all had, who was it? I think the White Yoakumers originally from Ohio.
Yeah, my funny story about the White Yoakum. My ex-wife's grandmother used to babysit him.
What?
She said he was a little asshole when he was a kid.
That's hilarious. Yeah. Y'all have, who else from Ohio? Let's see.
Machine Gun Kelly. We got a lot of celebrities from up here. Halle Berry's from here.
Andy Black from Black Veil Brides. He's from Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is from Ohio? Is Deborah Sprotta from Ohio?
I'm not 100% sure.
I know Slipknot.
That name. Oh, Bone Thugs and Harmony. They're all from Ohio.
Yeah,
they're all from the Cleveland area. Yeah, there's so many. Got lots of famous people from Ohio. What is this? The birthplace of presidents. We got a lot of presidents. I think we have the most presidents that were from here. We also hold the record for most serial killers. So I guess that's a win. or some kind of affiliation with serial killers.
I know that.
Yeah. What's going on, Chaka? What's going on with you, brother? Yeah, I mean, we got a little bit. That's the cool thing about Ohio, man. We got a little bit of everything up here. Most of Ohio is still rural, but we've got Cleveland, Columbus, and Cincinnati as our three major metropolises, and we got all four of the big four sports. If you're a sports fan, you can go up to Cleveland and see basketball, football, and baseball. Cincinnati, you got football and baseball. Right here in Columbus, we got Major League Soccer, NHL, and if you're a fan of these assholes, the Ohio State Buckeyes. So I am not a fan of the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Are you not?
No, I'm a bad guy here. I am what they call a traitor. I'm a huge University of Michigan fan. So
okay.
I've been a fan of Michigan since I was a kid. So
we all had Tom Brady, so.
Way back, I still got my Tom Brady Michigan jersey hanging up in the closet from when he played there.
Yeah, that's amazing, dude. That y'all produced pretty much the greatest quarterback of all time. So
yeah,
I would say you get a pass on that.
Come to Ohio and say that they'll beg to differ with you a little bit.
Benedict Arnold ways.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
Have you seen his roast?
I have not, and I meant to watch it, and then it totally slipped my. I seen a bunch of clips from it, dude, but I heard it was
tonight. It's probably the best roast I've ever done. And there's actually a couple times where he has to stop whoever's roasting him and be like, "Don't say that shit anymore." I'm like, "Damn."
Yeah, I can't remember who it was, but he got on somebody about talking about Robert Kraft and his rubbing tugs down in Florida, and he got up and was like. He was like, "Yo, knock that shit off." I'm like, "Damn, Tom."
And they were like talking about his wife or something. He was like, "Don't say that shit again." He was like, "Oh, whatever." Who's the roast? Ross, whatever his name is.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's usually like
he's pretty bad.
The roast master extraordinaire. He does all the roast. Yeah, it's one of those things I want to watch, and then it's like when I'm thinking about it, I don't have time. And then when I'm thumbing through looking for something to watch when nobody's home, which is about the only time I get to watch what I want to watch is when nobody's here. It totally slips my mind. And then I wind up watching some goofy ass horror movie or something like that.
Love it so much, dude. I love that.
Yeah. I wind up falling asleep on the couch. I'm an old man these days, so.
Hey, me too, man. I got some shit I gotta do tonight, but as soon as I get done with that, I'm going straight home, and I'm probably gonna do the same thing you're doing. Probably watch some, like I said, like some Marvel or Star Wars, or I might watch a horror movie.
There you go.
I'm a big old school horror guy. I actually have right here on my wall. I have a Church of Horror picture I got in Kentucky back in like 2019 or something. And dude, it looks like The Last Supper, and it's got Pinhead in the middle, and then it's got Michael Myers. It's got the Killer from Saw, Pennywise, Chucky, the Killer from Scream, Candyman. It's got everybody, dude.
Hell yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm a big horror fan. I grew up watching all the OGs. They came out in my, in my era time when I was growing up. So I grew up watching them all. My kids have all been raised on Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, Halloween, all that.
You know, they're doing
Hellraiser.
that show.
I keep hearing that they're doing a Nightmare on Elm Street television show.
Yeah, and the dude
Don't
plays,
know if it's
no, not Pennywise. The guy that plays Has you ever watched Shameless?
I've seen bits and pieces of it.
The kid that plays Liam Gallagher, I think,
Mhm.
or Ian Gallagher, the redhead. He plays the Joker in the new.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, well, he is going to be Freddy Krueger.
huh? Yeah, I've seen.
Fucking directing it, dude.
Hell yeah, that'll be cool. Yeah, I've heard and seen bits and pieces, but anymore you don't know what's AI and what's not AI. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like there's supposed to be this new miniseries coming out from Friday the 13th called Camp Crystal Lake.
Yeah,
and it's supposed to be like a prequel, present day type thing, flash back and forth.
right.
But you see so much stuff about it. It's supposed to be on Peacock, and then you research a little bit of it, and you find out that the poster and everything that they're showing is all AI generated. It's like, God damn it! I don't know what's real and fake anymore, man.
Like, are you kidding me right now?
Yeah, I don't know what's real or fake anymore. Don't get me excited because I grew up on this shit, and I'll watch horror movies in December when everybody else is watching Christmas movies. I'm still watching
the same way, dude.
scary movies.
I'm the same way.
So yeah, I'll be. That's. I don't know. We'll watch a movie tonight. We'll probably do our normal when we get done. When I get done here, we'll probably watch a couple episodes of Criminal Minds. That's been the fiance and I. That's been our go-to for a while now. We're trying to binge watch our way through. We started from the beginning, so we usually try to designate one day of the week to when the kids are here to watch one or two scary movies with them at the end of the day. So
yeah, we've been watching them. My girl and I have been watching. We've been going through the Pirates of the Caribbean saga.
Nice.
So it's always a solid one to do,
Mm-hmm.
But
that's what I wouldn't mind watching again. I haven't watched it in quite some time.
So
they're great. They're great movies.
Dude, everything about it, just like they got action. They have a little horror in it. It's got comedy in. I love it, dude.
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely. So, how long have you been doing music?
I've been doing music. Well, man, I've been singing my whole life. I grew up. I was always drawn to music at a young age. I'm 35. I got my very first paid gig when I was like 19, maybe 20.
Nice.
So I was still working then at the time, but I officially quit my job. My last full-time job I had that I was trying to turn into a career. I was working at Harley Davidson. So, and I did that. I did it for about 10 years strong now. That's how long it's been going. But I grew up playing guitar in rock and metal bands. I've sang soft rock stuff. I mean, I guess you could say I've been singing the majority of 20 years. I've always been it, so I guess a good, I would say about 15 years is because that's when I got my very first paid gig. I think I was 20.
Damn.
There's a little bitty cafe called Sweet Peas out in Memphis, and they called me one day, and I get up there, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. I never done it. And I was like, I mean, I guess I'll just start singing songs, and maybe I know, maybe I don't. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever happens, at the end of the day.
A long time. That's how long I've been doing it. I've been doing it for a hot minute now. I'm sure. I mean, I know this, but I've been doing it way longer than I have. But I'm proud. I'm proud of my years and my my teeth I've cut doing it.
Oh yeah. Are you doing? Is that your full time gig? Is music now, or do you have a 9 to 5 still, or are you?
Yeah, I kind of have a 9 to 5. I picked up a part time gig valeting at the hospital out here in Nashville, just to kind of do something in the daytime. But I still play gigs throughout the. I still play gigs throughout the week here in Nashville. I don't really do a lot of road stuff anymore because I've been trying to really rebrand out here. I've been making whatever connections I can, writing with whoever I can, putting out new music. So in order for me to do that, I had to stay here in town because there was more money I could. That's why I told myself, I was like, if I keep going on the road, I'm going to make the same money I would make here if I get a part time and I just pick up like small gigs throughout the week. So I'd rather be so I can write, network. I mean, it's the whole damn reason I moved here 3 years ago. So but the ballet keeps me in shape, man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say it seems like staying local and doing local gigs is definitely at the end of the day way more productive for you. You know, it's more beneficial.
Yes, I like my little valet job, man. It gives me kind of like a breather from having, it's like grind it out on Broadway or something like that.
Yeah.
So
how would you describe your style of music? Because I would call it like a heavy metal cross with country, and in my opinion, because I mean it's not country, but it's not necessarily rock, and it does, man. It gets me fucking amped up. I'll tell you that much.
So that is the whole reason we wanted to cross the two. It's definitely metal country, grungery, if you want to call it. I've got some stuff I've been writing lately that's more like grunge country, but it's definitely on the edgier side of quote country. Yeah. So it's definitely metal country, grunge country, grungery. What did my producer not call it one time? We called it juntry for like gent metal and country. So juntry. We have that one going on. That's probably the best one is juntry. It's a cross between metal and country. It's the country has so many. Dude, there's so many routes it can go nowadays. Like it's unbelievable. And we wanted to pull people from the rock and metal side and pull people from the country side. So you have like the metal rock music, but then you have country lyrics.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought when one of the first songs I heard. I was like, he's rocking out, but these are not rock. These are not rock lyrics in no way, shape, or form. And you've got a great voice to do either or. You could sing country or you could sing the rock. You're what is it? Dig My Grave? Is that what it is?
Oh, Dig My Own Grave. Yeah.
Yeah, Dig My Own Grave. The first time I listened to it, I was like, hell yeah, I'm liking this. And then you hit one of those, like, I call it Cookie Monster screams. And it caught me off guard because I was like, where the fuck did that come from? I was just like, God damn.
So a blend of so many different styles. The next couple of songs I'm gonna put out are definitely more on the grunge side of it. I've been writing a lot of sad lyrics lately. We all have.
There you go.
So pitching them to my producer, and there's a couple of songs that I got to rewrite the melodies for because you'll do that sometimes. Like I'll write a song and I'll be like, oh, I like this melody a lot. And then I'll go back and be like, that sounds like a melody I might have heard, so I'm gonna go back and fix that. But I like the lyrics, so might tweak a few, might change a key, might change a pattern of how I sing it, or however whoever's cutting the demo sings it. But definitely still keep it on that lines of rock, metal, country, or grunge country. So
nice,
yeah.
Nice. Something a little bit different. Something kind of it's different. It's I think it's one of the other, one of the things with a lot of artists today. They want, obviously every artist wants to stand out, but music's been around for so long, almost everything's been done, and 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 I think the cool thing is that there's a resurgence, especially from what I've noticed talking to people doing this show. There's a resurgence of songwriters. We got away from that in like the 2000s with certain Taylor Swifts and your Beyoncés and your Florida Georgia Lines, where they just go into a studio and they've got 27 writers and a computer to do everything for them. And you miss, and I'm old school music guy, so I love a good story in a song, or a genuine songwriter that can sit down, like at the bar or something and write a song and have a cool story. One of the acts we had on here, they were telling me one of their songs that I absolutely love. They were just hanging out at a Mexican restaurant eating dinner one night, and all of a sudden the song like just popped into his head, and somebody hand me a napkin while they're eating Mexican and wrote this song on a damn napkin, and then they were in the studio the next day working on it. Yep. I like that kind of shit. For me, doing interviews, I love those kinds of stories, where songs come about, or where you write from, or how you write, or find somebody that you enjoy writing with, and then you guys just sit down and kind of powwow together.
That's how one of my writers are. One of my buddies that is like one of the prime writers on my music, and his name is Stephen Hopkins, and him and I we come from the same background of music, and so we click. Same thing with my buddy Cody Clark. Him and I click really well. There are a couple people that I sit down and write with, and you find your camp here in Nashville.
Yeah.
But it's also good to, find new people. But if you're like, hey, if you feel like you have like a deadline or something like that, if you have like a deadline, you're like, hey, I want to bust the song out. Who can I get in here to get out exactly what we need? And you have your camp to do that. So,
yeah. Hell yeah.
The best way.
Yeah. No, is there anybody down there that you was on your list of, oh man, I want to write with this person, or that you've gotten that opportunity yet, or are there still people?
There's a couple people I've been able to sit down and write with. CJ Salder's one of them. He was one of the writers on Up Down from Morgan Wallen. Went with him a couple times. I was able to sit down. There's a lot of people that I've met here that I was like, wow, this person's really good. I want to write with them. But as far as like, someone that I was looking forward to writing before I moved here, he was definitely one of them. So that was cool to write with him. Excuse me. I really like to. One thing that I've come to write, something that I've been kind of writing heavily, are songs.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know when I moved here that was going to be like one of my niches. But there's a lot more girls that I've written with than I have guys, and maybe because it's good to kind of have that other element in the room from the viewpoint of a male, and I can hear it and be like, okay, well, let's try this instead, or not instead, but let's try this and see if that might come out. So there's a couple of chick songs I've written that I'm pretty proud of. I think a couple are going to cut. But as far as writing for other people, I really like writing. Of course, my own music. I have my guys that I write with on that. But if I've got a write set with some people, and if if there's a girl in there, I'm like, ooh, I get to write a girl song today. They're just fun to do, man, because you get to go outside of your box, and you get to go outside of your your comfort zone and kind of explore what else you would write from the viewpoint of a woman, So those are fun. So those are one things I really enjoy, writing wise. I can't sing them because I can do whatever I want. But I'm like, I don't know if I cut I don't know if I cut the song, but hell, John Prine did it, man. John Prine wrote "Angel from Montgomery," and that's viewpoint of a woman, and he's good. So
yeah, and you might get some, depending upon the content and what it's about, you might get a few funny looks.
Yeah,
like, hey, what is
you never know, man. Like, it just, I don't know. But yes, I made some pretty cool connections here, and I've been writing with a lot of great people, a lot of wonderful, wonderful people. So,
hell yeah. Well, you say you write, you've written a few chick songs. As an artist, I think that's a part of growth. I mean, that's an experience that you have that you can quote unquote put in your tool bag, and have down the road, and say the opportunity arises, or if you've already, I don't know if you've done it before or done it yet, but say that opportunity arises to do a duet with a female singer, you can be able to go, hey, all right, I've done this before. I can write with a female artist, and you guys write that song from both points of view, and then you do something together.
Absolutely, yeah. that is one thing I would like to do. I'd like to do a duet. That'd be cool.
Are there any artists that are down there, or anybody like that you could think of off the top of your head that you like, female wise, that you would like to do a duet with?
Yeah, I got a couple of friends I'd like to do one with. My friend Cameron Garner, she's pretty sick at what she does. So maybe I could reach out to her, and I could set that up. That's actually a cool idea, actually. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Who was it that I was doing? When I first moved to Nashville, I wrote with my friend Coley. She lives in California now, but she does like a blues and soul thing on the piano, and it's fucking sick. That'd be cool. Wow. Maybe reach out to her and say, hey, let's get a song together.
Yeah, especially a couple different genres kind of collide. That's you never know what you're going to get out of that until it happens. That would be cool.
Yeah. Damn, that's a good idea.
Yeah. I come up with some good shit every once in a while. I lost my train of thought. I like to get the different views and opinions, because I have been on kind of a tear lately. Okay. Of interviewing artists from Nashville. You guys are awesome. First and foremost, you guys are awesome, because this show is for you guys. It's all about the up and coming artists, quote unquote local artists, And I gotta say, for me, being a fan and coming across you guys have been fucking amazing. To quick to be like, yeah, let's do it. Let's hang out. Let's do the show. But that's my experience on the outside looking in. I always ask, for you personally, you've been down there for a couple of years now. What's the experience? Has the experience been good since like the whole time, or have you run into these jackasses that would step on their own grandma to bury you?
There are a couple of people I've come across where I've been like, I don't know if I want to, socialize with their camp. And that's very few and far between. Like I said, I know a lot of wonderful people out here, man. So Nashville's been a big blessing to me. But I mean, there's besides just a couple people, man, there's not really anybody where I'm like, I'm not cool with. I mean, I like everybody that I've met,
Yeah.
but I guess
Some,
reviews.
yeah. Some people, yeah, you avoid. That's been kind of the consensus. Again, as an outsider looking in, you hear all the horror stories. Oh man, you don't go here, don't work with this person, don't go to this bar, don't go there, blah blah blah. But everybody's been like, for the most part, everybody's been great. Nashville's awesome.
Someone's like, oh, don't play this gig. I'm like, well, I mean, I'll go find out for myself, and then if they're right, I'm like, yep, you're right.
Yeah.
That it hasn't really happened to me yet. There might be a couple bars I'm like, I don't know if I want to play there. Because I might have heard, like a thing or two. And I'm just like, I don't know if I would associate myself with that, but
yeah.
I really don't play Broadway that much anymore. I kind of stepped away from that. Dude, Broadway is it is a buddy of mine had a great reference for it last night. He's like, dude, if you're not careful on Broadway, it could be it could suck you in like a black hole. Because you'll get stuck on there, and dude, you're making a killing on there on Broadway. You won't ever have time to or it'll be hard to find time to do your artist thing. It'll be hard to do studio time because your voice will be so shot from singing, times a week. And I ain't just trying to do all that, man. I didn't move here to grind it on Broadway. I moved here to write music and develop myself as an artist, and also to kind of grow in my life. Start a new chapter in my life. So, I don't want to devote 110% of Adam to Broadway. They get 5% of me, and the other 105 is what I do with what I do in my own time.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. You gotta.
We have some fun bars on Broadway to play, man. I'm like, I played a couple bars. I'm like, damn, this gig is fun as shit. Like, I'd probably come back here and play again. And be like, hey, yeah, you can come back here and play again. Can you play 5 times a week? I'm like, nope, not gonna do that, man. Nope, not gonna do that. I'll come play about twice a month for y'all, but that's about it.
Yeah, exactly. About how often do you go out and do gigs? Are you stay pretty consistent, pretty regular?
I have a residency every Monday and Friday. I used to have a residency Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, off on Friday, and I had a residency on Saturday. One of those bars got shut down, but that was also during the time that I was rebranding, and I just happened to pick up a part-time job. So I was like, well, it's good. I have this, little side hustle to kind of help compensate the money that I lost doing that.
Yeah.
But I do have a residency still every Monday and Friday, and then I pick up small gigs here and there throughout the week. I usually take off on. The good thing about having the part-time is I'm able to have off on Saturdays and Sundays. So, that's time in my personal life, time to watch football, time to kind of spend with my dog. I spend time with my dog during the week, but, take her to the park Friday or definitely for sure twice a week. I'd say throughout the month, probably 3 to 4 times a week.
Okay.
If I pick up those gigs.
You're staying active.
I'm not really trying to grind it playing covers that much anymore. So,
yeah. Now you want to start doing your own thing. Do you have? Now I'm assuming you have plans for an album in the future or anything like that.
I do have plans for that. We're trying to get all the songs ready for it. I'll probably drop maybe 2 more singles and then lay low for a couple months and then start promoting like an album, like an EP or some sort.
Nice.
I'd love to do an album. It's just getting the songs together in a timely fashion where it doesn't go too long, but it's also not too quick. So maybe 2, maybe 3 more singles. And then if I feel confident enough to say, okay, this is when the album's going to drop, then I'll do it.
Nice.
So,
Yeah, there's nothing like wanting to focus on your career, man. I mean, that's if that's what you want to want to pursue, is that actual music career and not just be known as, hey, I'm on Broadway every night of the week. Sometimes you can see me 3 times in a day on Broadway. You know what I mean?
And I love that. Like I've done that before, and I love that for all my friends that do that. And dude, these guys on Broadway, do they kick ass, man? Like, half of my guitarists play on Broadway, and they kick ass, man. There's so many talented people in this town. It's unfathomable, man. And I love that so much for them.
I've never been down there, but my fiance and I are planning on coming down. Next year? I can't remember. We're passing through and spending a couple days on our way down to New Orleans.
Yeah, good. You should.
And it's on my bucket list. I want to get down there. For me being a huge music fan, I just want to get down there, and I don't even really want to party. I just want to go listen to live music. And everybody that I've had on here, they're like, there's so many good musicians down here. And even if, like you just said, you're one of your guitar players, you might not necessarily, and I'm a music, like I can't carry a tune in a bucket and I can't play an instrument to save my life. But a lot of times the singers aren't that great in some of the bands that I really like. But the other artist, the guitar player, the drummer, whatever, they'll be like, oh, that caught my ear. Now I'm going to listen more, and I become a fan. Like they could replace the singer. You're relatively easy, but
I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen before.
Yeah. I mean, some of the biggest bands out there, have replaced singers and just kept right on going along like nothing happened.
Dude, Journey had like 5 singers before they found is it Steve?
Yeah, Steve Perry.
Steve Perry. Yeah, I was thinking Joe Perry from Aerosmith.
Yeah.
Dude, they had like 5 singers before they found it. Like,
yeah, and then they became huge. Then they
Corey Taylor's not the original singer for Slipknot.
Mm-hmm.
People don't know that. Like, he's not the original vocalist. Like, you just got to find that one person. But yes, I have definitely seen it happen before. Where I've seen it happen on stage. Like, I've seen it happen like on a gig. Where,
damn.
I was waiting around and they would fire the singer up there. I was like, holy shit, man! Like, at least wait till the gig's over. You gonna sing the whole vocals, bro? Like, let me grab my dog real quick. She's barking.
Oh, yeah, you're good.
Or the damn moon or something like that.
Yeah. No, I could imagine. I mean, I've never been fired from a job in my life.
No, dude, it's just like
I could not imagine being on stage and just being like, they just stop everything and be like, yo, dude, you're fired.
Yeah, dude, just get the fuck out of here.
Is there somebody else in here that can sing? Because you're on Broadway. There's bound to be a singer.
Yeah,
you could probably throw a rock.
Who are you gonna find to sing? Oh, we'll just wait for the next shift and we'll get that dude to sing well.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll go next door and get someone to come sing it. I'll call someone right now. Like, oh man, it's hilarious. I mean, it's not. Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. What I'm talking about.
It's hilarious, but it sucks at the same time because you can kind of feel for the guy. Like, damn, like that could happen to me. You know what I mean? Like, I could have a bad night. Yeah. Next thing I know, I'm getting kicked off stage.
You understand that this person that had just a little too much to drink.
Yeah,
and they're like, "Fuck out of here, dude."
Oh, jeez, man.
That's one thing I will say, dude. Like, a lot of those musicians on Broadway, they don't really drink that much, man. Like, because they're singing and gigging 3 times a day. How are you gonna do a 12 to 14-hour shifts?
Yeah.
If you're hammered by 1 p.m. on a Wednesday,
you got to step back and reevaluate your life decisions.
Yeah. Have those guys bring tuna packets with them. That's what I do, at least. I bring tuna packets. I'll bring this. I got the same jug of water I've had. Bring this jug of water with me. I'll drink a Red Bull, and then maybe every now and then pop over to Roberts and get a sandwich and hop over to the next gig. Back when I was doing doubles on Broadway. So
yeah. So do you with you? I don't know how to phrase this without sounding like a complete dick. But do you have dreams or aspirations of being like stadiums and stuff like that, as opposed to just what the hell is Blake Shelton or Jason Aldean's bar? Like you want to be bigger than just Broadway. I'm assuming is that what you want to do, or do you just?
I would like to start off small, like it was back in like 07 and 08, and pack out the smaller venues in town, and then see where it goes after that. I mean, yeah, that'd be great to fill out, a stadium one day. You got to start small first, and that's why I'm just like,
like music festivals and stuff like that.
Huh?
Like music festivals and stuff like that. Those 3-day events.
Those ones to do, man. Dude, festivals are the best, man. Like those are really fun because you meet so many people.
I've been to a few, and I think one of the coolest experiences about going to, it used to be Rock on the Range here in Ohio, and then Kentucky has Louder Than Life. Is the smaller artists, after they do their show, they're just out in the crowd. They're just out walking around.
Yeah,
and it's like you see a band, it's like, oh man, these guys were fucking awesome, and then half hour later, the lead singer standing right beside you as you're watching other bands. It's like, oh, hey, what's going on? Yeah. I think that's really cool. Obviously,
you might hear like, oh, our backstage passes expire after we get off stage. So
yeah, exactly. It's not like your main eventers who are in their tour bus until it's time for them to get on stage, and then as soon as they're done, they're right back in their tour bus. You get to see some really cool acts, and then you have a very high chance of running into them in the crowd or standing in line behind them at the beer cart or something like that, and then you just strike up conversation, and then you realize, hey, these guys are cool as hell. They're just like me. So
back in 2009 and 2010, that's how all those small rock and metal bands started. Like you go see some big band at the time, then next thing you know, you're hanging out next to the merch table with a band that opened up for them that you really love. And these are like big bands now. Like I remember back in 2004, 2005, I saw Devil Wears Prada, and I saw Suicide Silence. And as soon as I got done playing, they were all just in the crowd hanging out. And I was like, weren't you guys just on stage? And they're like, yeah, we're just chilling now, watching whoever the big man at the time was. I'm like, damn, that's cool. And now you look at these guys, and they're all like, big time award winning bands. Like they're all over the world. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, I remember when. Yeah, I remember when.
Yeah, I remember when.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I mean, and sometimes I don't know. Maybe it's just the music fan in me. Sometimes I would much rather pay the price, and they are getting a little ridiculous. Don't get me wrong. For the 3-day weekend event or the 4-day weekend event, get my tickets for all 4 days, get my hotel, and just go to these music festivals as opposed to paying. Jesus Christ. I think people were saying they were paying like $3,000 for a Taylor Swift ticket just to see Taylor.
Yeah, fuck that.
Like, and some of these other bands that are out there, Metallica, you basically got to sell your firstborn to go see Metallica at this point.
Yeah.
I've never even been that big of a Metallica. I've actually not gone to music festivals because they were the headliners. I'm not a Metallica fan. I like a few of their songs. I liked one or two of their older albums, but they just they're a bunch of fucking twats at the end of the day. So, but I'm also a bigger.
Your old stuff hits, dude.
No, it really does. I've also been more of a Megadeth fan and Iron Maiden over Metallica.
Oh,
so.
you sided with Dave?
Mm-hmm. I did. I don't know what it is. He kills me because he does not look like a heavy metal guy. He looks like an altar boy. Like his red hair. He just yeah. But yeah, no. I even before the differences, like everything came out. Of course, back then it's not like today where if Al Dean is having beef with Morgan Wallen, we're going to know about it before they do. At the end of the day, back then you didn't know about Metallica and Megadeth, their issues. I was just a fan. I enjoyed their music more. I think they stayed true to who they were throughout their career. I think Metallica reached a point where they kind of sold out and, let's be honest, went soft. And the whole Napster thing just really turned me off to them too. I'm like, really? Come on.
I remember when that happened. I was too young. I was in like 04, and I remember I guess I didn't quite understand it at the time. And now I'm a full-time musician. I'm like, oh yeah, I mean, I get it, but at the same time, I'm not going to be like an asshole about it. I mean, I don't know. I guess there's two sides to it. Of course, you're stealing money from artists is wrong, but at the same time, I'd be happy if there were people wanting to get that much of my music, but I don't know. It's a
and let's be honest, it was pennies on the dollar.
As always.
Yeah. It was pennies on the dollar. You guys were losing. You're already multimillionaires. You really like.
Well, this is in the era of Saint Anger. I'm like, Lars, you fucking helped write Saint Anger. You now have no say in anything for the eternity of life. Mm-hmm. So, but I don't know. But here's the thing about that album. Actually, now talking about Saint Anger gets a lot of shit. I get it. I really, really, I do. I've watched Some Kind of Monster. That's one of the best documentaries I've ever seen in my life. Mm-hmm. But dude, the lyrics on Saint Anger are fucking awesome, dude. Like the music and the production was like, this sucks. But the lyrics and the emotions through the lyrics, dude, are gold. Yeah. You had Lars trying to write riffs and create tone. I'm just like, Lars, just stop. The Napster thing came out. I'm like, God, this is not getting any better.
You're not helping yourselves.
People forget they won a Grammy for that fucking album.
Yeah,
they won a whole ass Grammy for the album that people hate so much by them. But I mean, I'm kind of with you. I definitely think they went a mainstream route after the Black Album. The Black Album has so many bangers on it, man.
Oh yeah, just
wherever I may roam, dude. Every time I hear that, I'm just like, anywhere I roam, down. I'm like, that's nasty, dude. That's a nasty riff.
Mm-hmm.
That's some good shit on there.
No, yeah, but the Black Album had great songs. Yeah, Black Album had great songs. Their first few albums, man, it was like, holy shit, who are these guys and where are they from?
Yeah, dude, my favorite Metallica album will always be Injustice for All. I know Cliff's not on it. It's a baseless album, but it's still that album. I remember I played football in high school, and I was a linebacker. And a couple hours before the game, they'd always feed us. And a buddy of mine, God rest his soul, he's passed away now, but he would always let me listen to these metal albums because I was just now getting into. I was getting into Slayer and Metallica, Morbid Angel, and shit like that. I was tired of listening to fucking Crossfade like a douchebag. Yeah, I still like Crossfade, but I was just like, oh man, I listen to this over and over again. Anyways, so I would listen to. He let me borrow Ride the Lightning for like 2 weeks. And when I've heard the very first riff of Blackened, I was like, I literally stopped and I was like, what the fuck is this? And
Yeah,
how do
hold on a second.
I was like, hold on a second. What the fuck is this? And how do I make this a part of my life forever?
Yeah.
Or I'm just like, man, Blackened in the end. I'm like, damn, dude, that is hard, dude.
Yeah, no, I really think it was around that time that they did Load that it just kind of started going south for them.
Yeah, but
You
they did do a sick cover of Whiskey in the Jar. I was like, damn, this bangs, dude.
Yeah, I'll give them credit. Yeah, they did do a great cover of that. I mean, there was a couple decent songs on Load and on Reload, but I think Load is where that coin flipped
starts with the show.
Yeah, and it was just like, man, what the hell happened to? I think that's when I started to flip on them as well because, the Black Album. Matt, I mean, you put out 4 right in a row that were just great. And like you said, I was an athlete and whatnot growing up, and there were certain albums that you could put on before a game that even the quietest little mouse in the corner before a game was going to be amped up and ready to go to war. You know what I mean? And
what was I going to say? No, you go ahead and finish what you were saying. Man.
And we were all like, country bumpkins. So we all listened to country rock, Yeah. It was, I I think I may have introduced when I moved out there with my pops from my mom's house and moved out to Podunk. I think I may have introduced some of the guys to actual true like heavy metal, whether it was Megadeth and Metallica and Iron Maiden and shit like that. And it was just like, we throw cassette tape. We throw the cassette tape in the old boombox in the weight room when we were working out or before a game, and it was just everybody came out ready to go to war and kill something. It didn't matter what it was. We wanted to kill something.
I think during that era of high school, like the first year of high school, I think the albums I was listening to Guns N' Roses' Greatest Hits because I'm a fan of Slash. I was listening to And Justice for All, Ride the Lightning, and then I was listening to Chapter 3, The Subliminal Verses by Slipknot. I was, and I mean obsessed with that album. I was also listening to Believe by Disturbed.
Mm-hmm.
Prayer on there. And then I got into I was listening to what album was it? Oh, I guess the Blink-182 album, the self-titled.
Mm-hmm. That was a good album.
I was listening to my dad got me really hooked on like Led Zeppelin 2 and Rush. So those are like a lot of albums I was listening to around the high school era.
Nice.
Beginning of it. And then I found emo music. And then I found like, and I was like, this
is my sweet spot.
Because I grew up listening to like blues and country and soul even from Memphis. I grew up listening to guys like, Merle Haggard, great, Alan Jackson, Willie Nelson, like just all the country classics. Ray Price, Dwight Yoakam, all those guys. And I was like, and as I got older, I was like, fuck, dude, I gotta find something else to listen to. I only literally know country, gospel, and rap and rock. So I kind of want to bang my head like against this wall if I hear one more of these songs. I start like branching out and listening to like hard rock and metal, and then the emo phase came around, and I was like, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my 6 years in high school.
I grew up listening. I listened to everything. It doesn't matter if it piques my ears, then I'm going to listen to it. My playlist could literally go from Megadeth to Boys to Men to Tupac to Cher to
Love that. Love that, dude.
Backstreet Boys. Yeah, Backstreet
Yeah,
Boys.
dude.
You know, I listen to everything and I enjoy all. You know, I lean more towards the country rock, country and rock. I grew up listening to, you know, all the old school country guys, like you mentioned. Love the 80s music, 80s, that whole entire genre I love, but like the 80s rock was awesome. You had so many different variations of rock, whether it was the glam rock with the hair bands or, you know, Quiet Riot, Twisted Sister, and whatnot. I've always been a huge Guns N' Roses fan.
Same here, dude. I finally got to see him last year. My whole life I've been waiting to see him.
They were on my bucket list, and I never thought I was going to get to see them. And the year I came back home to Ohio, when we started filing for the divorce, which is fun, but I came back to Ohio. They were at Louder Than Life, and I was like, I don't fucking care who else is going to be there. I'm going for the entire weekend, and all I want to see is Guns N'. But it turned out it was great because Disturbed's there. I'm a huge Disturbed fan.
Yeah.
I've been a fan of them since their first album came out. In This Moment was there. Fucking love In This Moment.
Yeah.
And Hailstorm, Ice Cube was there. I mean, there was just so many bands. But Slipknot was there. But I went just for Guns N' Roses, and it was Slash, and it was Axl, and it was like the lineup that. Yeah, it was the lineup that nobody thought they would ever see again. And I was like, I don't even care if Axl sounds like shit because he's older, he's a little bit. That man was running all over the stage. He sounded phenomenal. Man. You could tell he was actually singing and not lip singing because you could hear his, you know, but I was like, I've wanted this ever since the first time I heard Appetite for Destruction, you know, Welcome to the Jungle, and this is what I've wanted. And I was living it. And everybody around me had their phones up. I think I had my phone up for like one song total. I got like 15 seconds of like 2 or 3 songs.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I'm like, I'm in the moment. I'm transformed back to being like that 12-year-old kid, first time hearing Welcome to the Jungle or whatever. And I'm living the dream right now. And I'm not concert guy, buy concert t-shirt guy, but I was concert t-shirt guy for that Louder Than Life. I had to get a GNR with the tour date and all that. I had to.
Me too, man. I got the a buddy of mine, his uncle is the tour manager for Guns N' Roses. He called me like a few days before. And he was like, hey man, you want to go see Guns N' Roses Saturday? And I was like, yes. Very much so. So we get there and we start at the top, and his uncle's just taking us through, and we're like first row seats. And I'm like, all right, this is sick. And then he opens up the gate, shows his badge, brings us down like on the floor. And I was like, this is even sicker. And then we keep walking and walking and walking damn near to the stage. And dude, he puts me right in front of Slash. Like, dude, I could see Slash's sweat on his arm. I was that close. I was like, I'm living 15, 16-year-old Adam's dream right now to see Guns N' Roses. And dude, they played all the hits. Slash changed out guitars like 20 fucking times. Axl, I was hoping he would say something crude like he usually does. That would actually get full Axl Rose sin. But dude, it was him, Duff McKagan, and all them like standing up front. And I was like, I'm seeing my favorite band of all time. So I'm not there with you. That's like I
could have died and been a happy man if I was like in the position you were in.
He played. They played November Rain with the gold Les Paul with the gold top, and I was like, he played the double neck BC Rich. Dude, they did Night Train. Dude, it was. They did a cover of They did a Glenn Campbell cover. What Glenn Campbell song did they do? Wichita Lineman. They did a cover of Wichita.
Okay.
Nice. Apparently, Axl Rose is a big fan of country music. Carrie Underwood came out there. Did Paradise. I think Sweet Child of Mine or Paradise City. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Get off the stage. I didn't come here to see you.
Yeah. I'm not here for you. Go away.
I'm not here for you, Carrie. I'm here for Slash. And then Axl Rose, I want him to sing songs to me about addiction. So
right.
I'm not here to hear songs about, whatever, man, broke your fucking heart. Get off the goddamn stage.
Yeah, we're done. You're done. We're done. Go away.
You're done. I'm done.
Yeah.
Oh wait. No, it was cool. It was cool seeing her, dude. Like they did. They brought her out. The whole crowd goes wild. And then her and Axel sounded phenomenal together. So maybe they should put out like a song. So.
I mean, don't get me wrong. No shade on Carrie Underwood. She's got a great voice and everything like that. But sorry, Carrie, I can see you.
Not here to see you, Carrie.
Yeah, I can see you any other damn time. This is a once in a lifetime experience because
I can see you
only knows how long.
Football, okay. I see you
right?
in my football. You took that away from Hank Jr.
Yeah. We don't know how long Slash and Axel are going to be able to get along. So
we got precious time with them, Carrie.
Yeah.
Because they might actually be fighting as we are speaking right now. You're ruining every show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they might come out and cancel the show.
yes, dude. This show was wonderful, man. I was so happy. I bought the T-shirt, and man, I was.
Yeah, it was such an experience, and I mean, like I said, there was a lot of bands there that once. All I heard was Guns N' Roses, and I'm like, I didn't even know what day they were paying or anything, and I just went online, bought my tickets for the 3 days, and then I looked at the lineup, and I was like, holy shit, there's a lot of good fucking acts here on the main stage. Definitely worth. What's that?
Did you get to see Slipknot?
Oh yeah, Slipknot was
one of the headliners on a different day. I'm guessing GNR was a big headliner one day, and then Slipknot was the other headliner.
GNR was Saturday, I think. I think Slipknot might have been Sunday.
But they were definitely the headliner, right?
Yeah, they were a headliner. Yeah, it was cool because I was kind of out of the loop on Slipknot. I was not the biggest fan until Corey Taylor put out the Stone Sour album.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, this guy can actually fucking sing, like when they're not not screaming and wearing them. And I was like, let me go back. And it was about that time where Slipknot started writing or started doing songs that were not so heavy. They still had their heavy stuff, but they were doing some other like stuff and whatnot. And I was like, damn, let me get into these guys. And I do like some of their heavier, their older stuff, their heavier stuff. But it was just kind of a shock that, holy shit, Corey Taylor can actually he can sing his ass off, when he's not.
You need to look at the video of him and Aaron Lewis doing Down in a Hole.
Probably already have.
Sitting on the bar stool singing Down in a Hole. And I'm like, I love Slipknot.
Yeah, they were awesome. They put on one hell of a show, man.
Oh yeah, dude. Like before I leave this earth, I'm gonna see Slipknot live. I don't care if I gotta travel wherever I gotta travel to. I'm seeing Slipknot before Adam James passes away because that's one of my all-time favorite bands, dude. Like, dude, the lighting, the themes of the show, like the concepts of their album, like the whole jumpsuit thing, like just. And dude, they're all sick ass musicians, man. Like, they're fun. I was jamming the Iowa album a couple weeks ago in the gym. It's just if you want a good story, are you big into like reading like the history of like and the making of albums?
Depending upon the artist, but yeah, I do like to. Again, I'm a music nerd, so I like to. Know the stories and stuff like that.
Look up the story on how the Iowa album was made. It is fucking insane, dude. Like, dude, their producer would like push them to their absolute edge of their sanity when they were making this album. Wow. And then you go back and listen to it, and as you're listening to the album, you can only it only brings you back to like a time when they were making whatever song you're listening to. You're like, damn, he's making them put like emotions in there. Like, apparently the producer would like throw shit at them and like physically and verbally
Yeah.
abuse them, like to get the purest form of anger out of these guys so they can make like
Oh
the
wow.
album. So like everything you hear on the album is like them actually pissed off, and they're like very, very, very on their edge, and you could hear that in the songs, like
Yeah.
"My Plague," which I think is about Corey's father, but like same thing with Korn, dude. Like go listen to like how Korn albums were made, and, you know, like just like the shit that they went through to make these albums. But yeah, that's just a little side note, man. Go.
Oh yeah, I'll have to. I got a little note thing here. I like to write down random ass notes so I don't forget things, and then I'll see it and I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm sitting back here.
This, man, if you get anything
Yeah.
out of this, you got to first off Rebels,
Yeah.
Rebels, and then Ahsoka, and then go watch the making of the Iowa album.
I know, that would make you telling me to go watch Star Wars stuff would make the guys so happy if they when they hear the replay they'll be like, yeah, listen to that guy.
I want to ride with that dude.
Yeah, that guy's stop making fun of us, Glick, and go watch the damn show.
Yeah, I have a lot of my bandmates. They're big Star Wars guys too. So like when we're on the road, dude, we will sit there for hours and hours and talk about Star Wars. We'll talk about Marvel, you know, whatever. But
yeah, I like to trigger them from time to time and go, you know, Jar Jar is the greatest Star Wars character of all time.
And then I said,
yeah, I trigger them so much. They're like, "Fuck you, man!"
So funny. He's the undercover Sith Lord. I'm like, get the fuck out of here with that.
Yeah.
He probably died after the Order 66.
No, I believe it or not, I have very little time to watch TV, and when I am watching TV, it's usually with my fiance or with the kids. My son and I are big wrestling fans, so we watch a lot of wrestling together. We actually do a show on Thursdays together that's revolves around wrestling. So it's like
nice. That's one thing I knew. I never got into wrestling, man. I mean, I grew up watching like the Hardy Brothers and all them, but
I was gonna say, yeah, you grew up in Memphis, man. That's Jerry Lawler country.
I know. I've met Jerry.
Yeah,
he's a really sweet dude, man. He's really a sweet guy.
Everybody who's ever met him has said that he's one of the nicest guys on the planet.
Dude,
I've met some wrestlers and whatnot, and I will say more often than not, the wrestlers that I've had the opportunity to meet were awesome.
Yeah,
there's a couple that are kind of d-bags, but yeah, everybody's like, if you ever get the opportunity to meet Jerry, you don't miss that opportunity. He's one of the nicest
he's a wonderful
guys.
Dude, man. He's a really nice guy. He really gives a shit about the community. He gives a shit about the conversation that you're having. Like, he showed up to a couple of my gigs before with just some other people, and he's just a nice dude, man. He's always been nice to me.
Nice. Yeah, you can't beat that, man. Yeah,
he's got a barbecue joint down there too. You can check out, man.
Oh, I'm all about food.
Me too, man.
I always ask my guests, what's the food like down there and what do you recommend? Because I'm going to get down there. And like I said, I don't even want to come down to party. I want to come down. I want to hear some music. I'll drink. Obviously I'll have, I don't want to get hammered, but I'll drink and whatnot. But I also want to eat. Yeah. I want to know if there's good food and good spots.
Awesome local places down here. Definitely check out Live Oak. Definitely come to my place for a steak.
Okay.
I fucking cook, dude. I went out to a little barbecue competition this past weekend in Missouri. Came in first place. Came in first place in chicken, man. So you come out. Think about starting up like a food truck on the side, man, just for the hell of it. Because I do.
Yeah.
I do. It's like, I put a post up today talking, like I love music. Like, music is my life. But next to that, these past couple of years, I've really been enjoying cooking because I make my prep meals. I try to eat pretty clean. I try to take care of my body. So I like to cook everything at the house. I buy the majority of my stuff from farmers markets.
Hell yeah.
that's one place you definitely need to check out when you come down here. Check out the local farmers market, man. It's right there. I try to shop between there and Whole Foods. A little bit of stuff at Kroger, maybe like small things like tuna packets and
Yeah.
But I get the majority of my meat from Whole Foods and farmers market. Couple reasons. One, it does supporting local.
Yeah. Speaking my language.
Is a major. It's a major thing. Two, the food is good. Like it have all that shit on there, like anthrax, whatever the fuck they're putting on food nowadays.
Yeah.
Dumb shit like that. Like, it's a little bit more expensive, but I like spending money on food. So
yeah,
I know it's in my body. Like, I can definitely tell a difference when I'm eating something from Kroger versus when I'm eating something from Farmer Fran out in Iowa. Like, so some good places you need to check out down here for sure. Definitely check out Live Oak. There's a E3 Chop House is pretty good. The place on Broadway. It's not like the healthiest food like what I'm used to eating, but dude, on any given night, if I've had just the right amount of beers in me, I might have to pop over to Robert's Western World and get the Recession. I'm about to tell you the Nashville secret, and I'm about to tell all these people the same Nashville secret. Ruin it, okay? But it's on Broadway. It's next to Layla's, and it's next to Tootsie's and the other barbecue joint thing. It's called Jack's. But they have what's called the Recession Special, and it is a fried bologna sandwich made right there behind the bar. It's all old school country music there. Like, they don't play anything like past like 1960s, maybe.
Oh, hell yeah. That would be cool.
Like straight, like it's real country music, like pure. So
yeah,
they make it right there in front of you. It's a bologna sandwich. It's a bag of chips, a moon pie, and a Busch Light or a PBR, your choice. All that for $6.50. $6.50.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you can't beat that.
So that's just a good little snack in the daytime. Like when you're tipsy, you're like, oh, fuck, I need to sober up, but I don't want to eat too much.
Yeah.
You pop over to Robert's, man. You get the Recession. You write your little notepad. You got
I'm reaching for it right now. I was literally reaching for it.
Robert's Western World, parentheses, Recession Special. Robert's Western World, parentheses, Recession Special. It's the shit, dude. Post Malone goes there every now and then to hang out. He loves that place. I've seen Sturgill Simpson there before. These guys will just come in and get on stage and just fucking sing. Okay, so Roberts is a solid place to go to.
Well, you had me at steak. I'm coming to your house first and foremost.
Yeah, dude, come on, bro. We'll come out. I love to cook, man. I swear, man, I got it all right here. Like at my door, right here, I have all my farmers market steaks. That's a flank right there.
Nice.
Yeah, man. I have lamb right here.
Hell yeah.
That for you, baby girl.
She said, "We get the steak out, Dad."
She's like, "Come steak." Daisy,
Oh, there she is.
That Daisy, dude.
Bumpers.
Say hi,
to Daisy.
That's my Daisy girl, my baby girl.
She's still a pup.
Dude, yeah, she's like 7 months old, and I got like another year and a half before this little brain of hers calms down. She's so sweet, to my baby girl.
She's cute.
Yeah. So
we got an old.
Another good place to eat is they have Neighbors is a solid place. Dude, there's so many wonderful places out here to eat.
Oh yeah.
I know Midtown Cafes, solid as fuck, dude. Like So yeah, man, just holler at me. Like, I'll send you my number and we can talk more. Like when it gets closer to the time, we can all meet up and do something. And but dude, I'll take you to a couple places, man. I might even go to Bravo with you and be like, "Come on now, Glick, we're gonna go on down to Robert's West World."
Yeah, let's go. Let's get it. I know. I told my
dude, you can't beat it. Bologna sandwich,
yeah.
bag of chips, moon pie, and a Bush Light for $6.50, dude. You're not gonna find a beer for more
No,
than
and that's
$7 on fucking Broadway somewhere.
yeah, and that's like a perfect, like you said, it's that perfect. I don't want to eat too much and pass out, but I want to sober up just a little bit. You know what I mean? Just so I can keep going. Yeah, no,
I'm good to go. Where we going to next? We
Yeah.
going to Aldean's? Nope, not me. I'm good. I'm not going to Aldean's. I'm going back
That's
to
what I
Rock.
told I told my fiance, I said, you know, by the time we get down to Nashville, we're gonna roll through that bitch with a whole ass posse because everybody I interview is like, here, hit me up when you get down here. Hey, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have a whole ass damn crew. We're just gonna
Yeah.
hit up Nashville. She's like,
I'm sure Jay will be out here, so we can get up with him. I fucking love that guy.
oh yeah, he was awesome. He was a good dude. We had fun hanging out.
He's a solid dude, man.
He's a busy guy, but he was awesome. And that's the thing. I try to keep in touch with everybody I interview, and I always tell everybody, you know, we do shows 7 days a week, and I'm hosting 6 of them. You want to pop up on any of them shows?
Do you want anything from McDonald's?
What?
Do you want anything from McDonald's? Strawberry smoothie or whatever, milkshake.
Yeah, milkshake sounds awesome. Thank you. Somebody just got paid.
Good choice. Good choice. I must say.
Can I help you?
What's going on?
I'm just doing a show, hanging out, you know, the normal. Yes, I'm a dad. Full-time dad. So
Love that.
Dance party upstairs.
You just had a dance party?
Yeah, with Boston.
Okay, how'd that go?
Amazing. We have some pretty sick dance moves.
You'll have to show me later. Or not. No, but I generally try to stay in touch with everybody that I have up on the shows.
Yeah, dude.
And you know, especially you guys are dropping all kinds of new music, albums coming up and everything like that. Like, let me know, because actually that brings me right to after tonight, as long as it's okay with you, I would love to continue playing your music on different shows. We take breaks and we play music. So my playlist has become everybody I've interviewed. So we're constantly rotating out everybody's songs and playing them and shouting you guys out and everything like that. So, and then I started working on another little side project, because that's all I need is another side project that revolves me sitting in front of this computer, but I'm doing reviews and reactions. So when you got something new coming out, let me know. I'll intentionally not listen to it until I can give it, and it'll be like an honest reaction and review of the song. One of the guys that I had on here, James Luker, he was like, dude, you'd be great at reactions. I was like, you know, I'm going to be honest. So if you put trash out, he's like, that's why I think you would be great, because you're a real dude, and you're not going to sugarcoat anything and bullshit anybody. I'm like, okay, well, I don't want you to get your feel bads hurt if you put something out that's trash. And I'm like, yo, I mean, not everything's going to be good at the end of the day.
I get that, man. I do have some new music coming out for the rest of the year. I haven't announced it yet, but there is more music coming. It's going to be still on that line of like country rock or metal rock, a little bit of country, bit of rock in there. But like I said, a lot of stuff I've been writing lately, man, is more like the grunge country thing. Because I got a lot of, you know, darker places that I was at about a year ago in my life. And, you know, I just, after getting over those emotions and those places that I were, I'm finally able to sit here and kind of translate them into songs that I want to put out, you know. So I do have, man. So please, by all means, keep spinning it, man, because that'd be wonderful. Because I want as many people to hear my music. You know, you'd asked me earlier about filling out stadiums, and yes, that'd be great, man. But I'm just trying to have people relate to my music. You know, even if it's just one person, you know, that that could get saved. That's just as good as a
Hmm.
billion people. You know, like so. I want to put out music that, of course, is relatable. That's what everybody wants to do. That's why music exists.
Yeah.
Um, but I'm a very, very emotional person. So um, some of these songs I've written lately, they're very like Dig My Own Grave is probably my darkest song right now.
Hmm.
I've had people reach out to me and be like, dude, I, I've been going through whatever. Like, I understand what you're going through, or what you're trying to get, the point that you're trying to get across. Um, so with that being said, um, I do have no music coming out this year. I'm very excited about it, and I appreciate you spending that, man. I really do.
Yeah, we'll throw it into rotation for you. Are you on? I usually look and see, but I honestly did not. I was sidetracked. Are you on Spotify?
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm
Yes.
creating it's a slow process. I didn't even know I could do this until a couple months ago, but it's been a slow process. But I'm creating a playlist on Spotify. I didn't know you could make playlists and then share them out.
Yes, that's how I send out a
So
lot of
I'm
my set lists sometimes for my cover shows.
I'm creating a playlist of all former guests and putting music on there, and when they drop new stuff, throwing the new stuff on there as well that I'll share out onto all of our socials and get people listening and hopefully steer people into your direction as well.
Yes, please do, because I just want to reach out to as many people as I can. Had to feed Daisy. She was
Yeah.
she's whining. She's like, "Yeah, give me some damn water." I was like, "Well, hell, I
Yeah.
just filled it up, Daisy. I literally filled that water bottle up like as soon as I got home not too long ago. She's already drank it all. I'm like, damn.
I know how that goes. We got an old fat dog back there. She's out in
Yeah,
the living room probably. You know, pit bull mix, and she's about 10 or 11 years old. She don't do much of other than lay around and sleep and eat anymore. But
I love that for her.
yeah, oh, she's a great dog. Don't get me wrong. For
Yeah,
the most
I
part,
can relate.
yeah. Uh, now it sounds like I need to have you come up on the Monday night show, man. We do a men's mental health show on Monday nights.
I would love to,
Uh,
man. That's one of my big
uh,
things, man, is trying to. Um, I suffer from a lot of um, depression,
yeah,
real bad actually. But I'm usually able to get myself out of it. Um, but I like to advocate for that as much as I can. So I would love to come on and talk about that, man, because um, you know uh, everyone has everyone's got their problems, man. But I'll say this much: you can always come back. Like there is a way to come back if you really dig deep enough and really believe in yourself. There's hope.
hmm
You'll come back.
no,
You will.
no, it's a big one for me. Because I've dealt with severe depression and anxiety and everything like that most of my life, and I didn't realize it. But the biggest thing is just letting other men know, because it is a men's mental health podcast show. You're not alone. I think that's the biggest thing, is that we think we're alone going through it. We're really not. And the last couple of weeks have been amazing, because we do an open panel on that, and we just dropped the link in the chat, and it's an invitation to all men. They can either come up and take part in the conversation, or if they got something weighing on their minds that they want to talk about, come up and interrupt us. We don't give a damn. Like, there are other people out there that's going through it or have been through it, but also doing our little part to get rid of the stigma around men's mental health.
Yes,
Trying to,
absolutely.
because
Absolutely. I would love to come do that, man. Um that's been one of my big things for my music career is if I ever get enough money to do it, man, I'd like to open up some type of um a place where people can come safe. Like
Yeah.
Jake Lures from or Lures. How you say his name? He's a lead singer for a band called August Burns Red. During the pandemic, he opened up a gym called Your Life Gym.
Oh wow.
It's a gym, but it also provides counseling for depression or addiction. I think it also has an area for church in there, because he's a pretty outspoken Christian. So that really struck me. I was like, I would like to do something like that too. Like I'd always wanted to do something for mental health, but I guess I didn't realize what I could have done with it, like opening up a place for someone to come to. So like something like that would be wonderful to like open up like some type of building that has like a gym and like a church. Maybe it has like consultation areas or whatever. Because that's a big thing in my life, man, is protecting your mental health.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do feel alone a lot. Sometimes I can't write about it. I just got to talk about it. But I got to remember, I have people that love me, and I have people that I love. So I would love to.
Yeah. I'll send you some details. Like we do that every Monday evening. We do that on Monday evenings. I'll send you some details on it. And,
yeah, dude.
Whatever works for your schedule, man. You just let me know. We'll make it happen. Yeah, no, that's the thing. I mean, much like music has always been my outlet. But since I started doing this podcasting thing, it's helped me tremendously with and I don't even have to talk about it. Like I don't have to talk about what's going on, just being able to have this outlet and be able to just come on and talk about whatever. But starting that show was something that I had, when we first started, was something I wanted to do. Then it was just finding the right person to co-host, because I didn't want to have the conversation like, it would suck to come up on your own and be like, I'm going to talk about men's mental health. And we're not experts. We just speak from personal experience. And to where we are, how we've gotten to where we are today, and whatnot. And my co-host, well, soon to be host of the show, I'm trying to push him into that driver's seat. He's a veteran, so a lot of the things that affect our veterans, he's pretty into. He knows. He's a veteran and freshly out of the military, so to say, the last couple of years. So he's pretty opened up, more mindful of that than I am, not being a vet. But, and I think that's the cool thing, is that it does allow us to talk about shit, and you don't have to worry about people criticizing you. And we have our moments where we joke around. It's not all, we try to keep it lighthearted but serious, you know what I mean? We still joke around and everything like that. But we start every Monday with a weekly bro check, just to see, like, how was your week? How's everything been going? What's going on in your world? Just to kind of touch base and see what's going on. But it's one of those things where you got to be willing to show vulnerability if you're going to come up on the show. Like, don't come up and be a tough guy. Like, that's the biggest problem that we faced with our mental health, is everybody was grown up to be a tough guy. We were taught, don't cry, don't show emotions. Stop being a little pussy. Rub some dirt on it, you'll be fine. So it's one of those things. It's one of my favorite shows that I do. I think Mondays and Tuesdays have become my two favorite nights of the week, because I get to do one thing I really love is music, and then the other thing is because I've come out of a very dark place that I was in for many years in the last couple of years, and it's nice to be able to talk about it and not feel like I'm being judged, too harshly. I'm sure some people that tune in are like judging or whatever, but that's fine. Judge away. I don't care. This is my story, and I've lived it. And until you can walk a mile in my shoes, then we can talk.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, man. Let me know about that.
Yeah, I'll shoot you some details, and I'll shoot you my number as well. So social media can kind of be that's the other thing. I'm like, I have to be more diligent about putting people's names, because I've always just been like, oh, there's a number I don't recognize. Who's this person? Let me go back and look at text messages to figure out who it is. But since I've been doing this show, a lot of the artists we've exchanged numbers, and I have to be better about putting their names in so I know who is who.
I'll definitely be like, James, aka Robert's Western World.
Yeah, exactly. Don't put me in the last name, Roberts Western World.
Adam James Roberts Western World.
Hashtag recession special.
Please do, man. It's so good, man. So good.
No, definitely looking forward to that. I don't want to keep you too long tonight. I know you said you had a little bit. You had some stuff you had to do tonight, so I don't want to keep you too long. Where can I gotta get better at this too? I mean to do this at the beginning and then like again at the end. Where can everybody find you at on social media and where can they find your music?
So all my music is available on Apple. It's available on Spotify or not Apple, but iTunes, same thing. It's available on iTunes, Spotify, I believe Google Play. I think it got bought out though, but whatever the platform is for Google Play, YouTube, and then of course on Instagram, everybody can find me at HANBFR. And that's the same thing with my TikTok. Just look up Adam James. So the NBFR stands for Not Built for Radio. And so you were saying something about that earlier, real quick. So what it is that we were trying to find. I'd mentioned a couple times that I was rebranding. My producer, he called me one day with the idea. He was like, dude, I haven't, like, I got it. I got your brand. I was like, what's that? He's like, Not Built for Radio. I was like,
nice.
I fucking love it, dude, because it's totally brain. It stands out. I could start really like hammering down that brand and what it is. So like a lot of my posts will say hashtag NBFR. That's what my email address is. That's what it is. Underneath my TikTok, it's underneath my Instagram. So that's what it stands for. The NBFR stands for Not Built for Radio. And it just goes against the grain. As you can tell with the music, it's totally not a
it's not your
I think you might actually have that.
Oh, I put a D in there, not a
yeah.
I'm a little dyslexic at times.
HANBFR. Yes.
Here we go. Plus I have there we go. One little
flippity.
Yeah, a little flippy flip. There we go. Now it's fixed.
There it is. Yeah, so that's what the NBFR stands for. It's just Not Built for Radio. It goes against.
I was going to ask you about that. It totally slipped my mind. So thanks for bringing that up. Because it's not your normal run of the mill. You're not going to turn on your local rock station or country station. You're definitely not going to turn on your top 40 pop station. Thank you. And hear anything. So
yeah,
but there ain't nothing wrong with that.
And I have every time someone's like, "Hey, where can we find you?" I say AJNBFR. They're like, "What's that stand for?" I'm like, "Not Built for Radio." Then I explain that it's just go listen to the music and you'll know what I'm talking about. It's definitely different.
Yeah, no, exactly. And if you don't get it and you don't understand, just go to our Instagram page. I've tagged him in a couple different posts. So. And you'll see. I usually try to. Again, I'm learning as I go. But usually on Friday, I try to do like if I remember and I have time and I'm not doing 14 other things, I'll do like an appreciation Friday, and I'll just go and creep social medias, and if they put anything new up or if you've got clips up for your music, I'll throw it up in our story of all the everybody I've done interviews for. I'll try to get like 5 or 6 of them and throw them up there. That way, like, hey, just click and I tag, and I try to make sure it's very easy for people to find the artist, just in case they like your guys' music, or they're like, hey, it might not be the biggest fan of the music, but Adam's a really cool guy. You know, I'm gonna go follow him and support him because he's cool as hell. You know?
Kind of how I feel about like I know what you mean. Like there's some artists out there I'm like not the biggest fan of their music, but them I'm a fan of like them.
Yeah. Which I mean, you don't always have to like the music to support the artist. I mean, don't let their music sway you. You know, give them, you know, check them out on social media, see what they're doing, see what they're. You know, I've been getting into more female artists, and you know, I've had a couple people go, "Oh, well, their music, okay, their music's not for you." I happen to be a fan of their music. I like their music, but check them out because you know they're actually really cool people, and they're doing stuff on their social outside of their music. So go show them some support. Go them a little love, or I'll get the. Yeah, oh, hey, the music is awesome, but that guy was a jackass. Okay, well, nobody's asking you to be BFFs with the guy. You know, like go listen. Just shut up and go listen to the music. Then
stop it, Dave. I'm about to take you out. Take her out here in just.
She is very impatient.
Why? I'm like, Dave, I'm gonna take you out.
Our dog likes to bark and hop like a kangaroo. So before I let you go, I always ask my guests, man, is there anything, I don't know, like a quote that's kind of resonated with you, stuck with you, or just something you want to leave everybody with and I'll let you get out of here and you can take Daisy out before she has an accident and I'll wrap the show up and get out of here. Before I leave, I'm going to play.
Get off the couch.
I'm going to play Dig My Own Grave as well, and then I'll do all my closing spiel.
You know, always try to do something different, you know, because at the end of the day, it's whatever makes you happy. Find enjoyment in the little things. I've been kind of going through this phase these past few months where I love music so much, man. I love playing it. I love listening to it. I love watching it. I love being in it. But a lot of little things I've been finding happiness in have really come into my life lately. So it's pretty stereotypical thing, but you know, just find enjoyment in little things because those will last a lot longer. I've been on, like I said, I just got back from vacation. I try to get as many pictures as I could, but there were some moments where I was like, this doesn't need a picture. It's all right here. It's all right. You know, I hear my heart, and it makes for good campfire stories. So, damn, I wish oh, shit was so funny, dude. We should have taken pictures, but we have it in our, so things like that. And like, also, one more advice. If you cook your steaks well, music probably isn't for you.
Nice.
And I'm not.
Yeah. If you don't like his music, at least you know he's a cool guy.
I'll make the steak however you want it. I just won't go past medium with it.
Yeah. Hey,
you like a medium well, you're getting blue rare now. So
yeah.
You are.
There's an old saying, there's an old quote from I think it's the Cowboy Way. Woody Harrelson says, "Wipe its ass, whisper fire to it, and slap it down on my plate."
My dad used to say, not just knock the head off and bring it to me on a plate.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Dad. My dad's like a 15-second guy, done. I'm like,
that's me.
I
want to chase it around.
I'm like, Dad,
I want to chase it around my plate.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Come here. Like,
yeah. You gotta have all that. You gotta have all that good, all them juices and the blood and everything. You can
the best part
take
about
your biscuit and you sop your biscuit and your taters up in it.
Yeah, dude. What are we even fucking?
Yeah.
Of course, man. Like, is that blood or is that part of the seasoning? I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I don't know, but it's delicious.
Delicious. I don't really care. Well, I've smoked, drank, and done drugs. Don't do drugs anymore, but and I survived COVID, so I think I'll survive this rare steak.
Yeah, I've been eating my steak this way since I was like 4. I think I'll be fine.
Yeah,
You
I think
know?
I'll be fine. It's not been 35 years. I think I'll be okay.
Yeah,
Man, just find enjoyment in the little things, man. Like
absolutely.
find enjoyment and happiness in the little things. That's my words of advice, because that's just it's so simple, and it might sound like cliche to say that, but that's really turned me on these past 6 months, man. Is because I got the ups and downs, in the music industry, but I've been finding a way to kind of really hone into that, but also like if something's really not going my way, I'm like, well, I can go out and hang out with Daisy, or it's just like little moments like that, man, that make me happy.
Yeah.
Little moments are the happiness that I've really been longing for these past few years. So find enjoyment in the little things.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So,
make the memories, man. Like you said, campfire tales.
exactly.
Live in the moment.
You don't have to take a picture of every damn thing you do, man. Just live in the moment.
Yeah.
Like you said about the Guns N' Roses concert, you're like, I need this.
Yeah, I was 100% just there and just, I mean, I can tell the story. I don't know if people believe me or not, but I was there and I know what I seen and I know how I felt. And it was just like, I think it was the first time in a long time that it was just pure, unadulterated, just enjoyment, just happy. Exactly. You know what I mean? Yeah, and that's what music does for people, man. So no, hey, bro, like I said, don't be a stranger, man. I think you're cool as hell. Obviously, I'm
cool shit too,
fan of your music. Looking forward to the new stuff. I want to see the grungier side. I want to see, where you're going to go with this. And definitely looking forward to the future, man. I want to see what the future has in store for you. I'll be a fan. You got a fan for as long as you're doing music and me, and hopefully we can turn some heads your way through our little network of podcasts that we do here as well. And I'm gonna hold you to that recession special in that state. So when I get down there,
I'll link him. I'll send you my number on Instagram. We'll link up, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you, man. Have a good night. Be safe out there. It's a crazy world, and enjoy that little pup because before long she's gonna be an old fat lazy thing.
That's her name is Daisy May Daddy's sweet baby. Daisy May Daddy's sweet baby. Oh, here she comes. Thanks again, Glick.
Hey, thanks, man. Have a good one, brother. And we'll see you next time around.
All right, brother. Peace.
Peace out, man.
Later.
All right. Let him do his thing. Here we go. I always worry about that. Appreciate y'all being here tonight, man. Definitely check out Adam right down there. AJNBFR. Adam James, not built for radio. Make some killer music, guys. It'll definitely get you amped up, get you motivated to do something. I don't know what you're gonna do, but it's gonna motivate the hell out of you. It's dangerous for me to listen to at the gym because then I feel like I can just throw up 1,000 pounds and and I forget that I'm 43 these days. But no, appreciate y'all listening to replay. Anybody who caught us live, thank you guys for being in here live. Definitely enjoy doing these shows, man. I'm having too much fun. I'm like a little kid living out his dreams, so to say, getting to hang out with musicians and whatnot. If you're not already, go ahead and check us out. We are everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, X, and TikTok. Shows are live Monday through Sunday on YouTube. Hey, there's the Suze. Now you want to make an appearance. I was talking about you. Now you want to show up, old stinky dog. Oh, stinky dog. Hello. Yes, shows are Monday through Sunday on YouTube, and you can listen to all the shows anytime, any place, wherever you listen to podcasts at. All at the Nonsensical Network. And yes, all the replays are always up on YouTube. If you don't want to listen to us and you actually want to see us, or maybe you listen to us on Spotify and you're like, man, I want to put a face with the voice. Now, go check out the socials because, well, unfortunately, my face, much like the network, is all over the socials, but you can see the other guys as well. And don't forget, we got merch. We got shirts. We got hats. We got T-shirts. We got coffee cups and water bottles and stuff like that. All those links are at bio.link/nonsensical network. You know the drill. Give us a like, give us a follow, give us a share if you'd be so kind. We greatly appreciate that. Before I hit the music and get out of here myself, as I said, we do have shows 7 days a week. Starting next Monday, we have a brand new show starting. I got to get to work this week and with Chris and get him set up. My good friend Chris, we've been friends since 7th grade. He will be doing a show about motorsports, all things motorsports and reptiles. Monday early evening, about 5:30, and that'll roll right into Men Caring for Men, the Men's Mental Health Podcast on Monday. That's Connor and myself. Tuesdays is this show here, right here you're listening to right now, Glick's House of Music, hanging out with up-and-coming musicians, shooting the shit, having a good time, getting to know them, hearing some of their music. Speaking of which, who do I have coming on next week? If I can get my buttons to work here, I will tell you guys. Next Tuesday night is Riley Bourne. She'll be hanging out with us here on the House of Music. Wednesdays is What the Fuck News. If it's in the news and it makes us say what the fuck, we're going to talk about it and add our own little comedic spin on it, if you will.
Good night.
Bye, buddy. Love you. I'll see you in the morning. Thursdays, every other Thursday, is that little guy who just popped back here and said goodnight. Him and I do a wrestling show together, Cash's Corner, wrestling talk, or wrestling podcast. I don't get fired. He's already threatened to fire me a million times. Right.
Job wrong.
Fridays is Nonsense and Chill. That's Blaze and Jay. They're watching movies and talking about movies. Saturdays is the main event. That is Nonsensical Nonsense. We open the gates. We let the inmates take over the asylum with the open door challenge. We drop that link in the chat. And all you guys got to do is hit it. And you're up on the stage with us hanging out. All we ask is that you put your peckers away, and nobody wants to see your butthole either. So, 2 simple, easy rules to follow, I think. Then we round the week up on Sundays with Unnecessary Roughness, your kickoff to football, NFL, picks and pricks, huh? Picks and predictions and some football shit talking. That's myself, Rick, and Derek Wayne Douglas, and Cameron, if he happens to be able to make it. And then sometimes it's Jeff's Garage. I don't know what's going on with that show. However, couple little side notes for this week. Friday night, before Nonsense and Chill, I will be teaming up with Bill from Another Shot Podcast, and we're going to do a little Halloween special. We're gonna talk about some local haunts in our areas, in our states, little ghost stories and whatnot, and we're going to share some personal experiences with the paranormal. And we're going to drop that link and invite you guys to come up and hang out with us and share your stories if you would like. Bill and I are both believers of the supernatural and the paranormal, so you don't have to worry about getting ridiculed or anything like that by skeptics and non-believers, if you will. But we'll be doing that Friday. And then Sunday, after the football show, I think Sunday evening, they are going to do I guess Sunday's kind of like a triple feature. So you got Unnecessary Roughness in the afternoon, and then later on that evening will be Jeff's Garage, and I think they're covering cars and horror movies. And then they're also going to watch Terrifier Part 3. So they're going to watch Terrifier 2 Friday, and then Sunday they're going to watch Part 3. So we're going to have a busy day here on the network Sunday. Unnecessary Roughness, Jeff's Garage, and Nonsense and Chill. So check all that out. Don't forget to turn your notifications on, ring that bell. And as I see it, I'm going to play, if I can figure it out. This is This is the newest song from Adam James, and it's called "Dig My Own Grave."
6 feet beneath the sober stone, what's become of me? Sunday night I spend alone. I guess this tomb is now mine. She left and took the house and half my pride, I must confess. I kinda like her twist and game, 'cause I'm the only one to blame. The whiskey won't make this go away. Can't numb the pain inside of me. These thoughts are here to stay. The whiskey won't bring her back today. The cost of my own tragedy, so I'll dig my own damn grave. She's gone. I'm 3 sheets to the wind, barely hanging on to all the things that we had, but I can't change the past. I know she's out there somewhere, drifting in the wind, while I'm staring down this empty bottle on the floor. Keeps me coming back for more. The whiskey won't make this go. These thoughts are here to stay. The whiskey won't bring her back today. The cost of my own tragedy, so I'll dig my own down grave. This is where I began. Dust myself in sand. Strike a match and watch me burn. I guess it's a lesson I'll never learn. The whiskey won't make this go away. Can't numb the pain inside me. These thoughts are here to stay. The whiskey won't bring her back today. The cost of my own tragedy, so I'll dig my own damn.
Yes, sir. And there it is. Dig My Own Grave by Adam James. Again, shout out to him. Thank you for coming up tonight, Adam. It was awesome getting to hang out with you and chat with you. Get to know you a little bit better. Y'all, thanks for listening. Tune in tomorrow night for a brand new episode of What the Fuck News. Jeff and I will be back with that news that makes you say, what the fuck? In the meantime, be good and be good at it, baby.